Hey guys, this is Gene Jensen. I want to show you how I rig a swim bait, specifically for shallow water stuff. Next month is February. I'm going to be down at Okeechobee, and one of my favorite ways to catch them is really, really shallow in that grass where you're just basically buzzing a paddle tail swim bait across the grass. Okay, these hooks from Mustad, they're Power Lock Plus hooks. They've got a few cool features I want to go through while I'm showing you how I rig this. I rig it on 20-pound test fluorocarbon, medium heavy rod, and a high-speed reel so I can really buzz that bait across the grass. All right, so make sure that you always tie your knot with the screw lock hanging down like that, or you don't want it to be up on the other side, then you just mess the whole thing up. You have to retie it. So make sure it's hanging down on the correct side of the hook. And I'm going to tie a real quick improved clinch knot. I like to do 5 to 6 complete turns. Tuck it through the bottom loop that's next to the eye, and then you run your tag end back through the loop. Wet it real good, and then because it's fluorocarbon, if you just pull it tight like this, you'll burn that knot and it'll weaken the line. But if you push down with your thumbnail and then pull everything tight, the tag end tight, and then clip your tag end, you'll have a lot stronger knot and it'll last a lot longer. I'm not too picky about the length of the tag end, not a big deal. When you're putting your paddle tail swim bait onto the screw lock, the very tip end of that screw lock, you want to put it directly in the center of that bait. Just like this, turn your hand up and just start turning. And you rotate it until you get the center of that bait right on that pin. I don't like to go all the way up to where it's tight onto the hook like a lot of people do. I find that pretty much, it makes it a lot more difficult to get a good hook set. So I want it back like this. Then you lay your hook alongside the bait. And the reason I do this is the fewer holes that you punch in a bait, the longer it's going to last. So I want to know exactly where it's going to go into. So I mark that with my finger. I push the hook all the way through. This is an extra wide gap hook, so you're going to push the hook all the way through. It's going to keep your bait nice and straight, and just lay it in that little hook slot right there, or you can tuck it into the soft plastic. And that's how you rig it. Now, the features of this hook is what makes it my favorite. Is if I want my bait on the fall to fall nose down, that's where I'm going to have the weight. These weights are adjustable. When I'm buzzing it on the surface and I want it to be nose up a little bit and I want it to fall horizontal like a dying bait fish, you can slide that weight all the way down to the end of the hook, just like that. I like light weights when I'm fishing shallow, and they make some heavier weights all the way up to a 1/4 ounce where it gets, you can get really, you can make it fall a lot faster so you can adjust your weights. But the best thing is you can adjust the fall by just simply sliding the sinker up and down in different parts of the hook. And that's what I love about it. Throw this thing out, buzz it on the surface in the grass down in Florida, or you can, fish it around just about any kind of heavy cover. The swim baits, the bass absolutely tear them up, and like I said, this hook makes it a lot easier, makes it a lot different. You don't have to carry as many hooks in your box. And that's a great little swim bait rig right there.